Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Coach Brian here. And Murray Cruz. We're on day number 3 of PG Wrestling Camp 2023. This is Murray. What's up, Murray?
It's all good.
We've had you on the channel before.
Yeah.
And, what did you think of the camp today?
Fun. Love wrestling, showing moves any opportunity I get.
So we did a kind of like a preview. Like, you came out, a month ago or so, and you twisted me up on the mat, and some of the people loved it. I heard you had a story you were gonna tell me, and then we were like, no, let's film this.
Yeah.
What did you want to do?
Okay.
Say?
This move was a move that our coach at Iowa State would show us, and at the time he was about 65 years old, so we say he's old, okay? And this is old man technique, but the old man technique works. Worked then, and it will work now. So that's what I'd like to show you.
All right. So what do we do?
Okay, we're in the middle of the mat. And we are in the starting position. You are told to never come up without hand control. Go ahead and cover. All right, never come up without hand control. Boom, you're blasting up, and the guy is, you didn't have hand control or you lost it, okay? He's got his hands locked. So our coach showed us this move, and we didn't have an opportunity to do it, but in one of the wrestle-offs to see who was going to make the starting team, we would go and wrestle at different locations. We might go to Drake University and do a wrestle-off, might go to Fort Dodge and wrestle. This particular match happened at Drake University. So I stood up on the guy, and he's behind me, and immediately I started running towards the edge of the mat. Okay, so I'm on my feet, and if I'm standing still, he's going to pick me up and throw me back to the mat. So I'm running as fast. I'm running, so he has to follow me. Okay, right before I got to the edge of the mat, change hands, grip the wrist. So now I have a free hand to post on the mat. So I'm running, and before I get to the edge, I stop here.
Oh. That's called exhale.
Which puts you into the standing position. 5-point move. So you stop right before the edge of the mat, which gives you an opportunity to do the move. You're running. You stop. You're in bounds. He's in bounds or possibly out of bounds, but since you're still in, points are yours. And assume the pin position.
And you got some good pressure on me to get that pin at the end. I notice I can feel the control you have on my wrist, control of my leg. Your back's pressing into my ribs. It's hard to breathe, hard to keep my shoulders up.
Notice that.
Teach Me Grappling. What's up, guys? Coach Brian here, and I'm here to tell you about SUPPORT. Guys, the best dummies in the world for training. You want to get good at throws like Jesse? You need a SUPPORT speed dummy. You got to get one for yourself. Go to petersongrapplers.com and get your own speed dummy.
Before I got to the edge of the mat, I cross hands. Because if I try to wing it from here, this hand's not going to keep me up. So I grab it with this one, and I post with this one, and I'm not trying to keep myself up, I'm just bracing my fall a little bit. So if I go to my elbow, that's fine. But here, assume the bending position.
And in folk style wrestling, for people that don't understand, it'll be a penalty point. Not that it would matter, but just let me lock if I stayed locked, I'm not allowed to. So the second we hit the mat, I let go, and now you just kind of scoop that up.
Most of the time he's going to let go anyway, since he wasn't expecting to get tossed.
Yeah. But just for those people that might think like,
Yeah.
oh, can't he just like lock and then try to do a gut wrench or try to do something else?
Yeah. One point,
you know.
if the top man is locking hand on the mat without a pinning position.
Combination,
Yeah,
yeah.
combination.
Yep, that's sweet. So, last thing I want to ask you, just to make sure we get it all. I talked about what it felt like when I hit the mat. It's what's interesting is you're doing a move that like people, I'm sure a lot of people have seen moves like this or something similar. But what makes this one most interesting to me is that, like you said, you're running for the edge, and so we get that motion that's kind of setting everything up.
Yeah. If you're running, the guy will let you run towards the edge if you want to go out of
He'll
bounds.
try to push you out.
He's actually helping push you out of bounds
Yeah.
if that's where you want to go. But before you go out of bounds, stop, drop, and roll.
That was sweet. So give me one more and then we'll wrap this baby up. Let's try it again. So from the referee start position, for those that don't know in folk style, he's got to be on the lines right there. I set my knee, I set my hand on the elbow, other hand on the navel.
Referee blows the whistle, starting, and I start running towards the edge. I'm running, stop. Even if he goes out of bounds, if I'm in bounds, it's my points. Okay, but I recommend doing it between here 3 feet or so inside, so that you give yourself room to have him go to his back, because you can pull him back in, but it's better to not have to. Okay, have him in bounds, because if he's in bounds, I can get the pin. If he's out of bounds, I can't pin him.
Well, nowadays, now you can.
Well, you can.
Now
I
you
haven't
can.
followed the rules lately, but
Right.
that's fine with me.
You can now pin out of bounds in folk style. You can pin basically as long as it's in. So,
Cool.
yeah. All right, that was awesome. Last thing I was gonna say is when we get that, like you said, that zone,
Yeah.
that's when I push my hardest.
Yeah, if you want to go out of bounds, he's going to try to help you to get there.
Yeah.
Okay, and if you go out of bounds, they're going to call you for fleeing the mat. So this makes a great opportunity for you to roll the guy, because he's trying to push you out of bounds.
Beautiful. Amazing. I love it. Thank you, Murray.
Okay.
All right, guys, comment down below, like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys next time with more great stuff.